Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, December 21st, 2021, and it is a day 4. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. Mindful Minute is a good way to get yourself to arrive in the here and the now. Once again, just like yesterday, I know that we're coming out of a weekend, right? 2 days ago was Sunday, and we are inching closer and closer to the winter break, and many of us are looking forward to that. Now, I know not everyone might be, but I would say the most of you guys are, and you know what? Whether you're looking forward to it or not, just take a pause right now and just notice what's going on right here. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. Use our eyes, let's look around, find something that catches your attention. Just study it, look at it, figure out what it is. You know, identify the shapes that you see, the colors. If there are symbols on it, try to make out what those symbols are. Then pause with your ears and just listen. Once again, we do this every day, and those same sounds that I noticed before that I forgot about when I wasn't paying attention, they now are becoming clear because I'm now paying attention. Take a breath in with your nose. What do you smell? What does your sense of smell tell you? And just as importantly, what does it remind you of? And finally, with your skin, what do you feel? Whether it's the clothing or the temperature of the room, an itch, all of that is part of our sense of touch. Okay, now let's go ahead and recognize that breathing is something our body normally does. It does automatically. But once again, what would our life be if we couldn't breathe? Right? So it's this thing that gives us life, and if we don't do it, it will make us not live anymore. So I guess breathing is kind of a big deal. So let's just notice how an amazing thing a single breath is. Okay? Now, I like to close my eyes. You don't have to, but there are many different breathing techniques you can use to kind of bring your attention to breathing. I'm going to use a hot cocoa method because that was what was requested by some of our friends at lunch yesterday. And I said, okay, let's do that. So let's go ahead. Take that first breath in through your nose. In my case, I'm pretending to smell the hot cocoa, filling my belly full of air. And then go ahead and exhale, breathe out with your mouth. Let your shoulders relax. Let your body just simply settle into your chair. Okay, go ahead and take that first breath in again. Fill your belly up like a balloon, and then let yourself relax, arrive, really be aware of what is around you as you breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. And once you're in the rhythm, just notice your body. Notice that you exist in the present moment. Breathe in. And also think about what feelings you brought to school today. It's not always great feelings that are pleasant, but maybe they are. Maybe you are happy about something. Maybe you're excited, enthusiastic. Breathe in. Those feelings, sit with them. Notice how it feels to simply be happy. Breathe out. Notice how your body feels when you're excited, if that's what you're feeling. But maybe you're feeling unpleasant feelings. Go ahead and breathe in. Maybe you're angry about something. Maybe your day didn't end the way you wanted yesterday in school. Breathe out. How does that feel? It's okay to not feel pleasant feelings. Breathe in. But sit with those feelings. Know what anger feels. How does that make your body feel? Know what frustration feels. Let them in. Don't push them away. And over time, they'll just move on. Clearing the slate for you to have brand new feelings starting now. Now, in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, that's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and yes, enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You could go ahead and take a seat. You know, we have gone over what it means to be respectful and responsible and ready. And today, I'm not going to go into each one of those in too much detail because I just want to bring to your attention today, for those of you guys who haven't already seen the movie, that we're going to watch this movie called Wonder. Most of us are. Those of us who are signed up to watch the movie. And whether you're going to watch the movie or not, it doesn't matter, because one of the major themes about this movie is that you've got a kid who was, once again, born to look differently. In fact, when you watch the movie, you're going to notice that his face looks different. And think about how easy it is for kids to make fun of them or him. Now, his name is Augie, okay? Short for August. He's got an older sister, Via, and he's got a mom and a dad and a dog. And guess what? The family can also be nervous too. As you'll notice that Augie's dad and mom are nervous about sending Augie to school for the first time. Remember, as I shared with you yesterday, they were so scared to send Augie to school that for the first few grades, his mom was his teacher. And then comes 6th grade and they decide, you know what, let's send Augie to school. Let's try it. And I want you to pay attention in the movie how some of the new friends act. You'll find that there are some friends that are really, really nice to him, at least in front of him. And maybe behind his back, they might say some not so respectful, not so responsible things. You might find some friends who aren't exactly nice to him at all. They might even make fun of him. And that's not nice. And, before we get angry at those friends, maybe we'll get to know a little bit about them and learn about why they act that way. Maybe there's something about their life that we need to know and we have to be kind and, yes, our character trait, compassionate about. And, of course, our friend Augie. All of that's going around. How's he going to act? Remember, as I shared yesterday, you'll find in the movie earlier on, he wears a pretend astronaut helmet because sometimes he just isn't sure about whether he's comfortable about showing his own face. But when he goes to school, he's going to have to take that off. And think about how Augie might feel. He knows he's going to look differently. How's he going to feel? So I can't wait for you guys to see this movie. It's going to be a great movie. And over time, you're going to find out that he wins his school over. And you'll find out how the kids eventually see how important it is not only to be kind to Augie, but also to each other. So can't wait to show that movie to you guys. It has everything to do with our character trait for the month, which is compassion. So really want you guys to really pay attention to all the kind acts that are in the movie, but also look for how they are kind to each other as well. Okay. Now, you'll find that they're not kind to each other in many ways at first, but over time, near the end of the movie, they'll come around. And I know we should be rooting for everybody. All right, now, you want to hear this? Because I think you do want to hear it. You know that I care about you, and I want you to hear it from me. I love you just the way you are. I'm so happy that you're part of our school. I love how different you are. I know that you may not feel as different as Augie might feel when you watch the movie, but guess what? You're so different, and I mean that in the best sense of the word. I love that you're unique. You're one of a kind. There's nobody else like you, and we get to have you. So for that reason, I love you just the way you are. I love how you're growing in school because school is a place to grow. And I hope that you guys love me just the way I am, and how Mr. Lin is growing, and how we're going to root for each other, not for the frustrated and angry Mr. Lin, but for the positive and happy and encouraging one. And I'm going to be rooting for not the frustrated and angry version of you, but the happy and enthusiastic, encouraging version of you as well. Okay? So go find other people. Tell them you love them just the way they are. Enjoy the movie if you're watching it. And I can't wait to see you guys around. Have a great day, everybody.